it's Lighthouse Angel Messages. Today I have a love message for Leo. Keep in mind, if the title resonates with you and you're not a Leo, this message could still be your message. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But I went ahead and already got an overall energy for your message today, Leo, and we got 2 cards. It's number 28. That could be a confirmation for you. It says, the union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. And I'm really getting, go back and look to the last Leo love reading I did, because it was talking about a divine union as well. So this could be a confirmation that that's coming in. It says, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. You could be receiving a gift from this person. This is also number 34. You could be seeing feathers, too, as a confirmation. But I'm really getting like you may receive a gift from this person to show, and they want to show you their love and appreciation. So let's get more information on this. But it's looking pretty amazing so far. But yeah, check out that Leo reading that I did, the last one, because it was talking about a divine union. It was also talking about there was an earth angel coming in. So it kind of, you know, the way these two are intertwined to each other, it's almost like a twin flame, if you're into that label or not. But it could be a soulmate. There's a deep soul connection here also I'm getting. So let's see what else. Leo, what else do we have for Leo when it comes to love? What do they need to know right now? It says time. Okay, so it's definitely a divine timing issue is at play here. Okay? So you need to have patience, but it's just as a confirmation that it's on its way, but there's a timing issue here. It says waiting, cycles, moments. Maybe you're in the process of ending a cycle with someone else. That could be a story for someone. But I'm getting divine timing, or there's something holding this up. But you need to have patience. You need to keep the faith and keep believing that even though you can't see it, that Spirit is sending this to you. Also pay attention to signs, because I'm also getting that they're sending you signs and information about this person. Okay, what else does Leo need to know? Relationship. It says commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, so this is coming in, and but it's a timing issue. And they really want you to surrender. At the bottom of the deck, we have surrender. Let go, release, give up, patience. Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. It was patience. It's coming to you, but for either it's divine timing or there's something that needs to come to an end. But it's coming in. It's coming in. Spirit is guiding this person to you, Leo. I mean, it's just a timing issue. So don't give up. Keep the faith. Keep believing that your person, and keep visioning. You know, keep having visions of your person coming in. Vision what you want. It says, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Open your eyes. Okay. I'm going to get one more. Boundaries. Okay. So, what I'm getting with this is they want you to open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I'm really getting that relates to this. You know, maybe you haven't had someone show you love and appreciation through gifts, right? and in their own unique way that they're going to show you. They want you to open your eyes and see this person because they're taking action to show you that they care and they love you. Okay? That they appreciate and they have love for you, right? And then I have boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. And this might be, I'm getting with this one, it could be for those of you that are closing out a cycle with someone else, right? As you enter this new cycle with a new person, you know, they also could have a black car. You're going to need to have boundaries up, okay? Or this relationship may require boundaries, right? Keeping it private. So let's get some more messages. All of that sounds very positive, though. For you, Leo. Okay. Let's see. What else does Spirit want to say when it comes to this new relationship that's a union of hearts? Gratitude and attitude are not challenges. They are choices. Okay? Make sure that you continue to be in the attitude of gratitude and making that choice to be grateful for everything that is currently in your life, okay? A narcissist paints a picture of themselves as being the victim or innocent in all aspects. They will be offended by the truth, but what is done in the dark will come to light. Time has a way of showing people's true colors, okay? And, you know, this may be the person that you need to have a boundary with. If you have an ex, or, you know, it could even be a friend, family member who is, you know, not respecting your boundaries when it comes to this new relationship, right? You need to make sure you hold strong on that, okay? Because they may paint themselves as the victim, okay? But that you deserve this new relationship, right? Somebody who's worthy of your love, who can show you true love. And they may be jealous, but make sure you keep your boundaries tall. Life is what you make it. Yeah, and that goes back to the attitude of gratitude. As you're grateful, you attract more of those things, okay? And sometimes it can be a challenge because sometimes life isn't always easy, right? But make sure you're still grateful. You know, even, you know, once you get on the other side of healing, you can actually even be grateful for the unforgivable. You know, those experiences changed you and shaped you into a better version of yourself, and you can reach a state of gratitude for those experiences. I mean, of course, you don't want to go through them again, but you know, they did change you. If it wasn't those experiences, you wouldn't be the higher version of yourself, right? You wouldn't be in line with the divine. But as your heart holds complete gratitude for all things in your life, it really changes your vibration. It really elevates you and gets you closer and connected with God. I pray that the eyes on your heart may be enlightened in order that you may know the hope to which He has called you. Ephesians 1:18. And I feel like this really goes with this union of hearts, you know, because we're talking about the heart here. I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, you know. I think that, you know, I think God is really hoping that your heart gets enlightened with this person. This person that is coming in, I'm really getting, Leo, it's like it's going to be something you've never experienced before. You may have never been treated with love or given genuine love your whole life. And this is going to feel awkward. I'm getting. And you're really going to be enlightened that there's actually somebody who can love you and give you the same kind of love in which you offer, to the depth that you offer. You are beautiful. This person thinks you're beautiful. I'm getting that very strongly. This person thinks you're beautiful. Inside and out, I'm hearing. Until you are happy with who you are, you will never be happy with what you have. Right? And I think that you've really worked on yourself, Leo. And I think that you have really got into and grasped the need for self-love. I think that you've really mastered that. I feel like you really understand the situations in which you went through. I think you've done a lot of healing. And I think you found your true power in loving yourself. That's what I'm getting with that. I'm really excited for you, though. There's a timing at play here, but it definitely looks like it's worth the wait. It says you have to truly discover and connect with who you are. Often we view reality and ourselves through the lenses of others' perspective. We do not realize it, but many of our fears, insecurities were never our own. You will begin to see how much of your perspective has been influenced by those around you. This awareness is crucial because these must be realized so you can consciously replace them with your thoughts, goals, opinions that you resonate with. Wake up, be aware about your infinite nature. Yeah, don't let other people's perceptions of you or negative opinions determine the beliefs about yourself. And this could be, Leo, something that you've actually worked through and changed. That you actually woke up and realized your own perspective of yourself and seeing yourself as beautiful inside and out. And that other people's perspectives were never meant to be your own. Right? They're other people's opinion. All right, I have the number 0, and that is the Fool card. So this would be a new beginning. The Fool represents a new beginning. So you definitely have something new here coming in. A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Okay, they don't want you to play it safe. This is what I'm getting. Okay, when this comes in, don't be afraid of it. You may want to play it safe and be like, no, I'm good all on my own. I don't need to go on. I don't need to start a new relationship. I don't need to go on a date. I'm all good on my own. I've done my healing. I've been in isolation. I've figured it all out. I don't need another toxic person in my life, whatever you may be thinking, right? And Spirit is saying, you're not meant to, in this situation, they don't want you to play it safe. This is a union of hearts. This is like something you've never experienced before. And they want you to not sit and push it away. They want you to go with it. Go with the flow. Once you connect with an awakened woman, understand that she will not entertain your ego, nor play on lower vibrational frequencies with you. This means you must either rise up and meet her where she is, or be prepared to vibrate out of her experience altogether. None of it is personal. All of it is vibrational. Level up or vibrate out. She doesn't mind either way. Yeah, I feel like that's where you are. You know, Leo, male or female, I think you're like, and that's kind of like this what I was saying about this ship. You're like, I could take it or leave it, but I'm up here. I'm on top of the mountain. I'm vibrating at the top of the mountain. And so whoever comes in needs to also be on the top of the mountain, because I'm not going back down to meet you, right? I'm just going to stay up here and continue to level up. So you can either meet me where I'm at, or I'm going to keep it moving, But this person coming in is where you're at. I mean, you're basically on top of this mountain, vibration-wise. You are the same. Vibrationally, you're the same. And you're both on top of the mountain. So open your eyes. Make sure you see things clearly. And don't sit in the harbor. How to win at life. Step 1, let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. Remember step 1, okay? Focus on you, what you need to do in your own life. The happier you make yourself, focusing on self-love, self-worth, confidence, and the things that you need to be happy, then you actually have something to offer somebody, right? But don't look to get happiness from someone else. It's not their job to fill your cup. It's your job to fill your own cup. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. Yeah, get out in nature and appreciate everything that's in nature. They're all God's creations. And they all have value. They all have life. So get out, go get grounded in nature, and appreciate all the little things in life. Surround yourself with people who make you happy. People who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need, people who genuinely care. They are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. Okay, and this might be the kind of people you're used to, Leo, that you've had in the past. It's just people who generally didn't care. Like, they got what they needed and then they're gone. Never brought you any value, right? So this is going to be completely different, because this person is going to genuinely care about you, right? They see your worth and your value. Make yourself proud. Yeah, focus on you, your goals, your aspirations. And I'm also getting from this, Leo, is like you're making yourself proud by how far you've come in your healing. Staying on top of that mountain, not deciding to go down and lower your vibration for the sake of things that you're missing in your life due to isolation, right? You kept staying strong. You trust the divine. You trust that they're leading the perfect person to you. You never gave up. You never gave up, and now it's coming in. We have the Temperance. Okay, this is that earth angel energy. This was in the last reading. This is that last reading and this reading are connected, for sure. It says, positive mind, positive vibe, positive life. Yeah, that's where you are. And that's where this person, this new person, is in the same mindset as you. So when you two come together, it's just going to be one big bundle of positive energy. And you're going to be so happy. Not only happy within, but happy when you're with this person. I have the Two of Swords. I'm kind of getting with that, the Two of Swords, this is with the boundaries, right? You may need to block someone. There might be somebody who is not respecting your boundaries. You know, this person deserves to have a fair chance without interference. So if you need to block this person, then you need to do that. True happiness consists not in the multitude of friends, but in the worth and choice. Yeah. And that's where you're at. You know, you don't need a ton of friends. You just need people who genuinely care. The ones that make you laugh, that help you when you're in need, that aren't just passing through or interested in getting their needs met. You know, being selfish, making it all about them. And also could describe this person as well that's coming in. Like they may be someone who doesn't need like a multitude of friends, right? And that they're very choosy on who they pick. Don't look for the solution. Look for the alignment. It will bring the solution. Yes. Yeah. Look, make sure you focus on your alignment. Staying high vibe, staying connected with the divine, because they bring you those solutions. They'll bring you those downloads for the solutions. Focus on the good. And I think you got that under control between you and this new person. That is what both of you have in common. I'm really getting that. Your relationship doesn't need to make sense to anyone except you and your partner. It's a relationship, not a community project. Yeah, and that might go with this boundaries too. You know, no one needs to understand the dynamic of your relationship, and you don't need to explain it to anyone. It's not their business. It's between you and your person and creating that strong foundation. You know, when all these people try to interfere, you know, it starts creating cracks in that foundation. You don't want that, right? You have something, you know, I have to say, like, the union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. This is something very rare coming in. It's like once in a lifetime, right? And you don't want it to become a community project. So make sure you keep those boundaries high. Think about what could go right, right? Think about what could go right. If you're one of these Leos that's wanting to play it safe, Spirit is saying you need to think about what could go right here. Okay? It says, take all the time you need to heal emotionally. Heal at your own pace, step by step, day by day. Yeah, healing is a journey. And if you're somebody who has had a lot of toxic relationships or unhealthy relationship that caused trauma, you know, continue to focus on the good, focusing on healing your own wounds and raising your vibration and staying in the attitude of gratitude. But remember, it's just take it day by day, step by step. You know, it's not a destination, it's a journey. Healing is a journey. And a journey that, you know, depending on the depth of the traumas, it could take, you know, it could be a lifelong journey for some of us. So just take it step by step, day by day. As long as you're moving forward, you know, you're going in the right direction. It says, be wild and free. I feel like that's where you're going with this new person, Leo. You're going to be wild and free. This person is balanced, but they're also in Earth Angel energy. Okay? They're also in earth angel energy. So I'm going to get you a angel number card. And this card is just confirmation. This number is just a confirmation from the divine that you're still on the right path. This person is still coming. They don't want you to give up, right? Even though there's timing at play here. They want you to see this as a sign that will bring patience to your mind, body, and soul, okay? All right, what number do you want, Leo? And that's 10. It could be there's some kind, like cycles. There needs to be a cycle that ends here before this can start. But it says you have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others how to carry them out. I am ingenious. Okay, if you see number 10, 10, 10, this is the divine's confirmation for you that this person is on their way to you, and have patience, okay? All right. Leo, that's the message I have for you today. Again, don't forget to check out the last Leo love reading, because this also came out, Earth Angel Energy came out as well. And it kind of had a whole divine love energy within it, which is really very similar to this reading as well. So you might want to take a look at that one and check that out and see if there's messages for you there as well. But until next time, I'm sending you so much love and light, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, okay? Take care. Thank you, Leo. Bye.